As the calendar shifts from 2024 to 2025, weak consumer demand remains one of several factors hampering China's economy, despite a year filled with government stimulus measures. January, marked by both the globally celebrated New Year's holiday and the Chinese Lunar New Year, has become a reflective period for many Chinese citizens, including consumers, families, small business owners, and investors. The economic underperformance of 2024 has prompted a wave of introspection among Chinese citizens. Conversations with workers, students, and retirees revealed a common sentiment: relief that the past year is over. For most, it was yet another challenging year post-pandemic, marked by stagnant wages, job losses, declining property values, and reduced spending on non-essentials. Hopes and uncertainty for 2025. Ruminations on the future are mixed. Some hold onto hope that stronger stimulus measures will reignite growth, or that the slower economic pace is a temporary setback. Others remain skeptical about the return to the double-digit annual growth that once characterized China's economy. "I know my customers, and they are not doing particularly great financially," said Wu Lingling, a 38-year-old phone accessories seller operating on major e-commerce platforms like Alibaba's Taobao, JD.com, and Pinduoduo. "But they've told me they are just biding their time until things turn better for the country's fortunes," she added during a video call from her home in Anhui province. Economic challenges persist. That optimism may be misplaced. President Xi Jinping, who has prioritized Communist Party ideology over economic pragmatism, acknowledged the economy's struggles in a New Year's Eve address, stating, "The current economic operation is facing some new situations. There are challenges from the uncertainty of the external environment and pressure from the transformation of new and old drivers, but these can be overcome through hard work." China's GDP growth target of near 5% for 2024 seems increasingly unattainable. While the World Bank slightly revised its forecast to 4.9% from 4.8%, analysts from the Rhodium Group suggest growth was much lower, estimating it between 2.4% and 2.8%. Unemployment remains above the 5% threshold, traditionally viewed as a ceiling by Chinese leaders. Youth unemployment has reached nearly 20%, leaving 1 in 5 people aged 16 to 24 without work. Among them is 22-year-old Peking University graduate Lizzie Yan, who has been unable to secure employment since completing her studies in June. "I could get a position at a fast food restaurant, but I think that would only make my resume look worse," she said. Property market collapse. The faltering property market is perhaps the greatest drag on the economy. From January to November 2024, property investment plunged 10.4% compared to the previous year, according to the National Bureau of Statistics. With real estate serving as the most common investment for Chinese households, the widespread drop in home prices has wiped trillions from household net worth. To address these challenges, Beijing introduced several stimulus measures in September, including property sector support and a $1.4 trillion package to assist local governments with their debt. However, many citizens remain dissatisfied with the lack of direct support for consumer spending. "The government has been saying for almost a year that it will come to help us who are struggling," said Su Leiyu, a 42-year-old Chengdu resident who lost her job at a mobile phone outlet 2 months ago. "But I have seen zero support. Deflation and consumer confidence crisis. Weak consumption and stagnant inflation have led to deflation, with November marking a 5-month low. This has further suppressed wages and business profits. We believe deflation will continue in China, especially based on the previous experience during trade wars," noted Becky Liu, head of China macro strategy at Standard Chartered Bank, in a recent analysis. Despite assurances from officials last month about measures to boost consumption, no specifics have been provided and implementation remains absent. For many, the path to economic recovery feels uncertain as the new year begins. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Team Buzzwire.